everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome back to my sewing room. So since it is now December, in my mind it is winter. I know technically it is still fall, but I figured it would probably be good if I did like a fall haul of the things that I've gotten since I did the summer haul a couple of months ago. So some of this is thrifted, some of this is like fabric for future projects, some of this is Eshakti, and some of this is stuff that was sent or gifted to me, and I wanted to share all of it with you because I think it's all really quite exciting. So let's start with the thrifted section because I think that's pretty fun, and I will show this to you like wearing it as well, but I actually didn't thrift much. I've been trying to avoid shopping because of the whole job situation. If you have been watching my videos from a few months ago, you know that I lost my job and then I got cast in Cinderella, which is a professional theater, and so it's actually like paid like a job. However, I'm an understudy, so I am, now that the show is open, I am now back to the point of it being paid enough where with the money that I make from YouTube earnings and stuff that I can pay my bills but not go shopping. So we're back to the no shopping again, but for a very brief time, literally one time I went thrifting and I got a couple things that I wanted to share with you. So one of them is this really cute gingham skirt, and it has this like sash tie belt. I'll go ahead and put it on over here so that you can see what it looks like. But I just thought it was so cute. It's a circle skirt with an elastic waist, and I think I got it for $4.99. I took the tag off before I remember to write it down, but I think it was either $3.99 or $4.99. And what I find really funny about this skirt is that one of the oldest blouses in my closet, which honestly I probably should have purged last week because I have not worn it in a long time, but I specifically didn't purge it because of this skirt, is this blouse right here. And they just so happen to be the exact gingham print. I just think it's so funny that they're literally like exact. This one has faded / yellowed a little bit because I have literally had this since I'm pretty sure high school, definitely since college, because I remember wearing this when I was in Europe with my parents, and that would have been the summer after my sophomore year of college. I do think that this is honestly way too much of a small print gingham altogether and would be served a lot better in having a contrast belt as opposed to the bow tie belt that comes with it. So yeah, I just wanted to pair these together because that's a lot of gingham, which is kind of fun. The next and only other item that I thrifted this go around is actually this fabric right here. So this is cotton sateen. Like, it is such a beautiful feel. Oddly enough, it does have a hem on one side, even though it appears to be yardage. The other sides are not hemmed. And I got this for, I think it was $6.99. Forget exactly how many yards on it, but it's like at least a few. You can see how many folds are on this bolt here. And I am actually planning to use this as the mock-up / potential lining for my coat project this month. That video will be coming out to you next week, I think. So that's why I had to film this first, because I'm about to cut into this and make this all coat shaped. But yeah, it's just so lovely. The selvage makes it look like it dates to probably like the 90s, maybe early 2000s, but it definitely looks older. And I just love the feel of cotton sateen, and it's not often that you find it, especially for such a good price at the thrift store. The next item was actually something that someone else thrifted and sent to me. Thank you so much, Barbara, because I just think it's absolutely adorable. Barbara sent this to my P.O. box and it's so cute. So it's a mini Samantha doll, and what I love even more, to be honest, is the fact that she came with this mini Samantha book. Like, it's literally the entire book for Meet Samantha. I'm gonna get this really up close so you can see. It is literally the book. Like, everything's in here, all of the text. It's so crazy because it's so tiny. And then this cute little mini doll as well. So now like my Samantha doll can have her own doll, which is kind of cute. So yeah, I thought that was so sweet. Thank you so much, Barbara, for thinking of me when you saw this. I just absolutely adored opening up this package to find these from you. Thank you so much. And if you were not aware, I do have a P.O. box. It's actually always down in the description of my videos. So if you ever want to send anything, even if it's like a Christmas card or, you know, whatever, please do. I absolutely love getting mail from you guys. It just like absolutely warms my heart every single time that I see that one of you has sent something to me. And, you know, if you find something special and cool like this and you think of me, even better. It just absolutely makes my day. The next two items were both from Joann's, and actually they were kind of both in the same trip. I'll show you what I think is kind of the more exciting one first, and that is I found more silk at Joann's. I don't know what it is, but I think it is now the third time that I found silk at this one location of Joann's that I'm not going to mention because I want the silk. But it's a very, very, very tiny Joann's that I usually only go to if I can't find something at the Joann's that are closer to my house, because this is like the fourth closest Joann's to my house or something like that. And every so often I do have to go there to find the next item that I'm going to show you. And yeah, I always check the flat folds because this Joann's just seems to get silk flat folds. So this is like a, I think it's a low slub du peony is what it is. It's possible that it could be a shantung, but it feels heavier than a shantung. I almost didn't get it, to be honest, because it's like the ugliest color. As you can probably tell, I really can't have this color by my face. It just doesn't work. But it was, I think it was 5 yards of it, and I got it for about $5 or $6 a yard. So who's gonna turn down silk for that price? And I was thinking like maybe a skirt or like part of an outfit. Like for example, I have this other, I think this was from a giveaway from Fancy Styles Fabric, but I have this, which is like a deep sort of aubergine purple with this little like neutral goldish tannish stripe. And I thought like that kind of looked really pretty together. It was a nice contrast, but then it picked it up with the stripe. So like that's a possibility. So yeah, I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to use for this, but when I find silk in the wild at Joann's for incredibly cheap, I just have to. And I wasn't 100% positive in the store if it was silk. It feels like it. I mean, it feels and sounds like it. Listen to this. That's the sound of silk. And I was trying to like show the ladies that were helping. They were both very young, and one of them was learning to sew, and they didn't really know about silk versus polyester. So I was like trying to show them the difference in the feel of like this versus the polyester. And yeah, I mean, there's just a softness to silk that you don't get with polyester. Polyester is sticky. Silk is soft. If you were ever wondering, you know, out in the wild where you can't burn test something like at Joann's, you can't just take a lighter to it. You can feel it and you can hear it. And also you can a lot of times tell by the threads that are coming out because they'll be a little softer. So I knew it was at least a silk blend. When I got it home, I did a burn test. It is 100% silk. So the reason that I went to that Joann's in the first place was for fabric for a project for next year. I think you all know how much I really loved the look of the 1830s pumpkin dress that I made for Samantha. And I was saying in that video, if I would be able to find enough of the fabric to make myself a dress, then that would be my fall project for next year. And in fact, I found it. I had to go to 2 different stores, which is why I went to that other store, but I think I got 11 yards total of this, which should be fine for 1830s. The thing that you have to keep in mind for 1830s yardage is you have a lot of like bias decoration. So at the bare minimum, you have piping, which is cut on the bias, but sometimes you have bias ruffles. Sometimes you have like bias other direction. This fabric is not printed on any sort of grain, so really like you wouldn't get that. But if you have a striped fabric or a plaid fabric, a lot of times they would take the bias of that fabric, especially like a plaid, and actually use the bias as a contrast for the regular plaid. So just keep that in mind if you are looking for yardage. I think at one point one of you asked for a video about like yardage and how do you know how much yardage to get for something. And of course that can vary, but let me know if that is a video topic that you would like me to cover, and I can kind of try and discuss like, okay, you know, if you're doing 1770s versus 1780s versus 18 teens, 1830s, 1840s, 50s, etc. Let me know if that's a video you would like, and I can try to cobble that together. So yeah, just leave me a comment down below if that's something you would like. But this is going to be my fall project next year, and I'm very, very excited to go back to the 1830s. I don't even have a cotton dress for the 1830s, so this will be long overdue. So the next 3 items that I have to show you are actually a wonderful gift that was sent to me by DreamPairs, which was really so thoughtful. This is not sponsored, but they said if I liked them, then I could share them in a video and give you guys a discount code. And so they sent me 3 different pairs of shoes and boots, really, and I do like them. I've been wearing them now just for the last like 3 or so weeks now, but one of the pairs has actually become my like go-to. If it's wet outside, I'm wearing these boots. And then the other 2 I've just worn a couple of times each. But first let's start off with these, which are the lace-up knee-high riding boots. And they have a zipper up the side. These are all like poly, they're not real leather, they're, you know, fake leather, but that makes them a lot more affordable too. And I'll link all of these down below, and I do have a discount, so I'll talk about that for you at the end. But yeah, they have a zipper up the side plus the laces up the front, which is really good because I do find that these are just a little bit small on my calf. Like with this length of shoelace, I find that I don't use the top ones of these. I go to here, and there's still plenty of room in the tongue, but they sit a little bit open, kind of like more like this, as opposed to all the way closed like they are down here. So I really, really like these though. They're very comfy. I actually use tall boots because I wear long skirts. I use tall boots for yard work more than anything else. So like I've been wearing these when like raking the leaves, putting up my Christmas decorations, etc. They're lined with like Sherpa fleece, so they're really warm and fuzzy and soft, and I've been liking these a whole lot. The next pair are just fun. I've only worn them once, but I did wear them for several hours, and they are these T-strap chunky heel Mary Jane shoes. They're a red faux suede. Now, one thing about the suede that I did notice is almost instantly I started noticing that my heels would rub along the sides, and you can see how it's like kind of worn the suede. So I wound up wearing these for an entire evening. I wore these on opening night for Cinderella, and like I wore them to walk down the street to go to dinner, walk back, walk around a little park, and then I stood in the lobby for a while, and then we watched the show, and then I walked to my car. By the end of the night, my feet were hurting. I had not broken them in, but I mean, that was still a lot of walking, and they did pretty well. But yeah, they definitely did scuff each other because the heels are pretty sharp over here, so just something to keep in mind. I probably should have treated them with like a suede spray first, is my guess. But yeah, I thought that they were just really, really fun. I mean, who doesn't love a pair of red heels? And I paired them with a dress that you are going to see shortly in this video, and I felt very Christmassy. So yeah, I really like them. My favorite ones that they sent me though, that I've been wearing a ton, are these mid-calf chunky lace-up boots. I don't know why they call them mid-calf. These are definitely like high ankle. Yes, I'm tall, but they're high ankle. And so it honestly doesn't matter, at least to me, like how wide around they go. They fit super, super comfortably, even just like laced up all the way in the front. And these are lined with like kind of a minky fabric, so they're super soft, but they're not quite as warm and insulated as the other. But yeah, I mean, I've worn them through puddles. I'm actually amazed at how clean the tread is, considering I've worn them so much. Heck, I was wearing them today and it was pouring rain. But yeah, they are really great. I'm really liking them so far. They look brand new somehow, even though I have worn them a whole bunch, and I highly recommend them. So yeah, I have an affiliate link down below that hopefully, if I can figure out how to do it right, will lead to each of the shoes separately and not just the main website. But also I have this coupon code, which is like obviously a tiered coupon. If you use my name, Rebecca, then you can get like 20% off, 25% off, etc., depending on how much you spend. And yeah, I'm really, really liking these DreamPairs shoes, and they're super affordable. So I'm hoping that they'll last a really long time. Again, I've only had these, or been wearing these at least a few weeks now, but I'm definitely liking them so far. So thank you very much to DreamPairs for sending those to me. Again, this is not sponsored, but thank you. They are really my go-to shoes now. And lastly, speaking of not sponsored, but a go-to brand for me, I got more Eshakti dresses, which actually you've seen all of them in various videos, but you've only seen them from like here up. So let's go ahead and go into the other room and I will show you the full length of my new Eshakti dresses because I love all of them so much, even though, well, I guess I've got like one summer, one fall, and one winter dress, but I love all of them. So this dress is obviously a summer dress. I have already relegated it to my like out of season closet, but I absolutely love it. And because our summer lasted so long, I got to wear it a whole lot. So I think you probably saw the top half of this in a bunch of videos. Now this dress is like super customized. That's what I love about Eshakti, is that you can customize like all of their clothing. So first off, you can always put in your own sizes, like your own measurements, to get something that really fits you. You can customize how long you want it. So I always tell them specifically how long I want my skirts. You can customize sleeves and necklines. And in fact, in this case, I actually customized the fabric as well. So that's a new feature that they have been offering, which is you can a lot of times choose the dress style that you want, and then on the little customization sidebar you can choose if you want it made out of a different fabric. So this was originally going to be like some floral fabric in like neutral colors, but I loved the shape of the dress. I love their shirt dresses. I think they're so nice. And basically you could choose from a lot of different like summer weight, lightweight cottons and stuff. So this is a Swiss dot lawn and I absolutely love it. It is so light and wonderful for summer. And I also put in a special request to have the sleeves made as puff sleeves. So it is even more customized than you can even like see on their site. You can put in lots of special requests. I actually have another order that I just placed that I'm waiting on that I have requested puff sleeves put on that as well. And yeah, I just think it's so cute. I love it with the puff sleeves. So that's something that you can just ask them about. They've never said no. And I just love this dress. Now the base dress of this is out of stock. I'm not sure about the fabric, but they have shirt dresses all the time. So I definitely recommend just like typing in shirt dress. I think they even have a drop down menu for a shirt dress and just seeing what they have, and then you can choose your own fabric. So this dress is unfortunately also out of stock, which is really too bad because I swear I've gotten more compliments on this dress than probably any other dress that I've ever purchased. Honestly, probably more than anything except my strawberry dress. And it's just so cute. Can you tell? They're cats. They're cats all over. And I just love it. It came with this little bow tie. This one I really didn't do that much customizing to. It came originally as a sleeveless dress, which is how I kept it. This is actually a shirt that I'm wearing underneath, which is great. I've been able to wear it with different lengths of sleeves all season since the hot weather to now, though I can't wear it when it's quite hot because I get warm if this area is covered, especially by polyester. This is polyester. So I had to wait till the weather was at least a little bit cooler. It did not come with this belt. This is the same belt I showed you with the gingham outfit, just one I had in my closet. But I do think it needs the belt to break up the print because otherwise that's a lot of cat. The fabric is actually a crepe fabric, so it is really lightweight and it has a nice texture to it. It does have a lining, so did that blue dress, by the way. They come lined, which is good with these lighter weight fabrics. And of course, just like any other Eshakti dress, it does have pretty good sized pockets here. So yeah, the only thing that I customized here besides the actual measurements was I did lengthen the skirt, but otherwise this is the original neckline and the original sleeves. And this one is just so cute. I absolutely love it. And finally, we have this amazing green tulle dress. This one is still in stock. It's called the Floral Embroidery Mesh Ruched Empire dress. And this one is actually available in 3 different colors too. There's also red and black besides this green, but I absolutely loved the green. I don't have anything else like this in my closet, which was why I wanted the green, though now I kind of wish I had the red too. It is embroidered with lots of little daisies, which I think like is a little bit weird because to me this is a very Christmassy dress, but luckily I don't really feel like it reads as daisies when you're even just like a couple of feet away. They just kind of blend in and kind of just look like little spots or stars, so that is totally cool with me. All 3 colors are embroidered with the same daisies as far as I know. But yeah, it is super comfy. It's got these just super airy, lightweight sleeves with elastic in the bottom, so it's not too tight or anything. I think the neckline's really flattering. I don't think I changed the neckline, but of course you could raise it up or even lower it if you wanted to change the neckline. I did, I believe, change the hem. I think I actually made it a little bit shorter because you can get this as like a floor length dress if you really want to. And it's the same price if you make it floor length versus if you make it knee length. So you might as well just choose whatever you like. But I just feel like this one looks like a Christmas tree, makes me so happy. I wore it to the opening night of Cinderella, as you can see right here. And it's just so fun. Do you hear that rustle? It's just so fun. So yeah, it is a little tempting to get the red one of this as well because they're just so fun. I just wish the red had like sequins instead of daisies just to make it even more Christmassy, and then I would probably get that one. I will leave a link to this specific dress down below in the description. That said, I will also leave my referral link down in the description. If you use my referral link, then you will get $50 off your first order. If you've already ordered, just use the direct link. But if you haven't already ordered, I'd use the referral link and I'd search the terms of like the mesh dress, or like click it in another window, but then make sure you use the referral link because then you'll get your discount. And it also helps me out, of course, too. I do get a little kickback every time you guys order from my referral link. So I definitely appreciate it because it keeps me in Eshakti's for almost $0. So I definitely appreciate it when you guys use my link. Oh, and another nice thing about this Eshakti order, unlike my summer one, nothing in here needed any alterations whatsoever. All three of those pieces fit 100% perfectly right out of the bag and were like the most flattering things ever. So that is, again, another reason why I recommend Eshakti, just because I find that there's so many total wins with their outfits. I mean, I just absolutely love all three of these. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this quick little haul video. Thank you again to Barbara for sending me the lovely little mini Samantha and book. And also thank you to DreamPairs for sending me those shoes. Again, this is not sponsored by DreamPairs or Eshakti. I just definitely recommend both of them. And I'm so happy with my shoes and also my dresses. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and click the thumbs up icon. And if you'd like to see more videos like this from me, please go ahead and click subscribe and the little bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. I do post videos here on YouTube twice a week with my sewing vlogs out on Tuesdays and other random costuming and fashion content like this out on Saturdays, but I post every day over on my Instagram, so please go follow me on Instagram. That's at Lady Rebecca Fashions. And if you'd like to help support all of the work that I do on this channel, I do have a link to my Patreon and my Ko-fi down in the description below, or you can send me a super thanks right here on YouTube. I'd also like to give a special thank you to all of my absolutely wonderful patrons. You guys seriously make all of these videos possible, especially the whole 2 video a week thing. I absolutely could not do it without you. Thank you so much. And a special thank you to my patrons at the Romantic, Victorian, and Edwardian level tiers, who are Sharon, Mirage, Laura, Linda, Emily, Audra, Kim, Maria, Tiffany, Jean, Sarah, Liz, Kimberly, Peta, Nurse Anita, and Denise. Thank you all so much, and thank you all for joining me on this video. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Happy sewing!